August 24th, 2022. The life of you. Creative fluency. You are the creative energy guide of your life. Be the beacon and call home your crowd. They are all on their own journey. Understand that, and let that be what allows you the space you need to be and breathe as yourself. You cannot do the healing for them. You must know that. And you must know the spaces that you occupy and release the gaze of your own damn self. The rest returns, and you send yourself home to be the discovery of yourself. What is the desire that you seek? And how does the flame create an outpouring of your own life? What are the ways you tell yourself about what life is like and how living feels? You rest your ways to discover what melts and measures yourself home. Be the breath of your belonging and meet yourself there in offered grace. What is the meetup of your life? The tricky seas speak your name. Do you answer the siren's song? Not this round. You will not drown your ship again, crashed upon the rocks, ceaselessly surrendered. The sweetness of life. What is it that you discover out at sea? Will you let yourself be the adventurer that you feel inside, ready to expand and explore toward the horizon? Love your measures and offer pieces of placeholders for others to practice as well. Practice the sharing portion. We come forward in connection with the group and love ourselves homeward bound. Create the space of freedom and perspire from a new season of surrender. The length of your own measure cascades a new look. The dense fog of it all in the times when it can be the gift of a moment to feel lost at sea. You rest and retire the overwork of your life. Sometimes speak yourself home and piecemeal into pleasure your next chapter of living. It's okay to be slow and tender with yourself. You request more from the energies around you and find ways to come into play for the surreptitious mood that you seek and speak of. The rest I seek becomes clear and oh so tender to relate with oneself through. Embody yourself. Be the beacon of connection and come forward with yourself to freedom. What is the time you request these days? Pour into freedom, your sense of luxury into the fold. The dense lot of living. We must not deny ourselves the sorrowful plenty held in the nature of grief. The length of your surprise beacons into being the form of your form, and you feel the body, your body, sink into the earth. Riding my way home to be in the measures of time. You say you want something tender, and you are learning how to curb the inner thrashing that speaks of light and tender ways gone awry. The day of your yesteryear pours through the mind-body, and you long to be smooth in your tender practice. What do you desire? You desire soft ways home and practical kinds of magic. You long to rest in the rituals that you love and fill your senses with tender care and ease of spirit. Hello friends, welcome back. Trying a new format today with my pages and then coming into connection with you and chatting for a little bit and seeing how this feels for all of us. I started, today I'm getting ready for, in a little bit, the very first Zoom connection in my journaling home, which I'm so excited about over on Patreon. And then next month I'm going to expand a little bit into different tiers. One for monthly Zoom connections and another one, I think, for weekly Zoom connections, finding support with each other that way. There's a plane. I'm going to wait for it to pass. Okay, hopefully that's better. Filming outdoors feels a little funny. Anyways, I'm hoping to, one, continue sharing pieces of my pages and my process and what it's like for me. But two, I really want to invite you more into connection for this practice of pages and process to be structured in a way that provides opportunities of containers for you to also stretch your capacity for sharing, find ways to be with the heart, the soul of you, and invite others into connection as well. Perhaps if there's a community of us doing just that, it might be inspiring and uplifting for each of us in our own journeys, and also provide a space of tender care and relationship to the cycles of creativity, the cycles of life, the hardships and the celebrations, and knowing that not only do all of those things exist throughout the course of one's life, but sometimes in groups of people or even in one's own experience, they can exist simultaneously. Learning how to be with the truth of where the moment is or where each person is, while it not meaning something bad or wrong if others aren't there too, I think is practice I'm finding very helpful in naming the discomfort that comes up, or naming the joy that comes up, just naming the things and practicing sharing from a place of valuing, giving word and voice to the things that often go unexpressed in our lives and in the way we move about the world. I'm a big fan of intimacy, that into-me-see that people like to say. It's getting loud here. I think I'm going to go. I find that in the grand scheme of things, in the grand seas of online connection, it's important to also recognize boundaries and connection points and how they can be supported through the way we intentionally show up. And so I'm crafting that more and more these days, and knowing that for me and for you, we can choose how we like to be in connection. We can choose how we want to give or invite access through our boundaries and our connection points. This is a little piece for me to be able to connect with you here in this style, in this format today, and see how this feels for me, see how it resonates for you, and then also offer some more opportunities to connect over on Patreon. And I would love for you to join me over there. And until next time, see you guys later. Bye.